Shammy in the house.
What's up, Sham?
What's up?
Spinelli just got you wandering up in my crib like this?
Be quiet, Rook. You know it's vets' rights. Hey, you want to play the game?
You know it's already set up, bro.
Let's
Get
do
your
this.
controller.
Come on, man. Go ahead and get this whooping real quick.
Yeah, okay. That's what you said last time.
But this
How did that
last
turn
time,
out
bro.
for you, huh?
This ain't last time. Woo. Okay. Oh, come on, man. That's a foul.
Come on, man.
That was a
What
foul,
you talking
though.
about?
What
You
you
not
do,
ready
turn
for
the
it.
fouls off?
Get out of here with that saltiness, bro.
Man, speaking of saltiness and getting out of here, I'm kind of hungry, man. You want to get out of here and get something to eat?
All right, bet. I'll put B on it. Hey, B!
Yo, what y'all think about this one? What's the deal with apps anyway?
What's the deal?
That's the whole joke? I don't get it.
That's all I got for right now. I mean, this open mic is like only 5 minutes.
Well, you probably should say your joke a lot slower.
Yo, that's funny. I like that. Can I take that? Can I use it?
You can't use it.
Hey, B, we starving out here.
Oh, that's cool. I'm not hungry. Y'all
We
go
are,
ahead.
though.
I mean, we want you to kind of get it for us.
Oh, no, that's right. I got you.
You got us?
I'm on it.
All right, we appreciate you,
Appreciate
B.
that.
Hey, get napkins. You know they stingy.
I know. 400 napkins, 600 straws.
Ready for this round two? Talking all that trash. Let's see it.
Packets.
Woo, okay, you came with the moves.
You ain't got nothing.
Okay.
Give me.
this episode of 2K TV, the Suns.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, they've started the season with 2 wins and 2 losses. Not stupendous, but there have been some positive moments in those 2 wins that they might be looking to duplicate here tonight.
Santa Claus himself.
Oh, here this guy go. What's up, DJ?
What's up, man? How you been?
I'm all right. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm
See
good.
you doing your thing in this league now. A lot of people talking about you.
Hey, you know I'm putting in work, man.
For sure. I can see you getting a little big. Been in that weight room.
You know, did what you told me to do, bro.
That's what's up, man. We got to get together after the game, bro. I
All
got to
right,
get to this
bet.
locker room.
All right, sounds good.
Bro. Yep.
We're coming at you from the beautiful Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida, home of the Magic. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Last game for the Nets, they picked up a W against the Pacers in Indiana.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Yeah, you need that juice, that gas coming off the pine. Always a luxury to have a deep bench. And when they can step in and play well, you're in good shape.
Well, Clark, as we were just talking about, it's an early part of the season, and teams are still adjusting to the players they've got on these rosters. And if you're a coach, how worried are you about wins and losses at this point of the season?
Well, you're always conscious of wins and losses. That's what you're judged on. But you also have to be balanced in your approach, understanding it's a long season and that you're going to be foremanning throughout the season as a team coming together, and that takes time. You just can't rush it. So you can't major in the minors. You've got to keep your eye on the big picture and keep working towards who and what you think your team can become.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Russell and LeVert in the backcourt. Brooke Lopez is out there with Jones, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 slot.
Well, you talk about defensive potential, all defense potential. Look no further than Rondé Hollis Jefferson.
Russell with it. Now Payton defending. Passes to LeVert. The shot misses. And Orlando the other way now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
Yeah, a lot of character on display, a lot of guts. You're right. Even as shaky as they were, I would guess they felt they let one get away from them.
Now DJ, after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go.
Like how DJ is physical with the defense. I mean, he's not afraid to mix it up and go through contact on his shots.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of the game. Free throw good, DJ.
And DJ, a fun guy to watch play, man. Fantastic at making quick decisions.
And both free throws good for DJ. Magic on defense. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Yeah, they'd settle for 500 against most teams. Both squads win challenge, perhaps a way to put it, but one of them has got to win tonight.
And Nets coach Kenny Atkinson, before taking over in Brooklyn, a key assistant in Atlanta under coach Mike Budenholzer.
Yeah, and you talk about the Spurs coaching tree. There are a lot of good branches on that tree, boy. Budenholzer spent almost 2 decades in San Antonio. Now his assistant in Atlanta, Kenny Atkinson, is the head coach in Brooklyn.
Clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Isaac's got his first points of the game.
I think you got to keep Isaac from getting in the paint, Kevin. Once he's established position there, the defense is toasted up.
Lopez inside. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Russell passes to Jones. Screen by Jones. That's tipped.
And you love the hustle DJ brings on defense, using his solid leaping ability to block shots.
And it's sent back by Russell. And he gets it back. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. This is the first meeting of the year between these two teams, but he said those guys are tough to deal with when you let them get to the rim. We've got to move our feet on defense and do our best to deny penetration. We'll see who comes out on top, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Now, here's DJ. He's coming off a 19-point game against San Antonio.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Well, you talk about the league's premier athletes, and Aaron Gordon has to be on your list. I mean, incredible dunks in the 2016 dunk contest, and his in-game dunks are ridiculous.
And coming out of Arizona, Aaron Gordon seen as sort of a mini Blake Griffin. Not maybe as strong, but he's that kind of finisher.
Well, certainly can see some similarities and understand the comparison, but they are different players. But I think that Aaron Gordon can be better than Griffin defensively. He's got great mobility, tremendous bounce, and he's got the motor you like to see in a defensive player. If he can get his jump shot going, I think he'll be a star. Jeremy Lin, an attack guard if there ever was one. He wants to play downhill all the time, explodes to the rim, and forces the defense to react to his drives.
First free throw is good. And Lin's athleticism certainly is underrated. Back, in fact, Clark, when he played with the Rockets, they said he had the quickest first step they'd ever measured.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he is deceptively athletic, and he uses that athleticism at both ends. Defensively, he can get steals and blocks too, Kevin.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Lopez dishes to Lin. Over Rogers. And that one hits back iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Chalk up 2 there.
Boy, the hustle by Vucevic. I mean, showing real commitment and investment on the glass and finding ways to come up with second chance opportunities for his team. That's very impressive.
It's good.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't back down from anybody, Greg. Effective at getting the room he wants and then gets his shot off in time.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
And the Nets with possession here. The Magic getting the bucket. Lin kicks to Crabbe. Lopez, a screen on Fournier. 6 to shoot. Now here's Crabbe. He's guarded by Fournier. Crabbe, no good. Magic leading by 4. And Fournier kicks to DJ. And DJ throws it down.
Can't say enough good things about DJ. When he's driving inside, he's a threat to bang the rim.
Allen passes to Crabbe. The 3. That shot off the mark. And so it's the Orlando Magic with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be right back after this. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league, from going undrafted out of Harvard to where he is now. He says he remains very grateful.
I wasn't sure, if my career would ever pan out the way I was hoping for, or if I would be able to stay in the NBA. And so for me to be here playing, to be able to know I'm going to play in the game, in an NBA game, it's just, it's pretty cool.
Well, in a game filled with some pretty big ego. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And a new group in for the Nets. Jones checked in for Lopez. Hollis Jefferson comes in for DeMarre Carroll. LeVert's checked in for Crabbe. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Jeremy Lin. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Russell and LeVert in the backcourt. Terrence Jones out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Allen in at the 5 down low. And Clark, just how important to a team is it to have a veteran presence on it? Like, how did the vets on the Pacers help you when you were a rookie or a young player in the league?
You know what? I think it's invaluable, Kevin. I was a 21-year-old rookie. I left after my junior year at Ohio State. And veteran players, Herb Williams, had been there a year or two. Guys like Billy Knight and George Johnson, Butch Carter were around. And having those guys talk about what it takes, and we were a very young team and had young veterans, but still they were invaluable in terms of giving you an example of how to go about your business to be successful as a pro.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He ended up with 19 points, and he was a free throw machine with a ton of work done at the line. It was a great combination for a guy who's considered to be more of a role player for this team. We'll see what he can bring to the table tonight, Kevin.
Hey, David, thank you very much. What kind of carryover guys you think we'll see for him tonight?
Well, we know his confidence level has to be high coming into this game. Physically, he might be a little worn down, but mentally, he's got to be feeling very good.
And, given his last game, guys, you have to believe he'll be the go-to guy for them again tonight. I mean, he'll have every opportunity to keep that hot streak going.
Russell dishes to Jones to stop the run. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. The Nets have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
He misses the free throw. Simmons checked in for Isaac. DeMarre Carroll's checked in for Brooklyn. Crabbe comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Orlando leading by 16. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And DJ with the basket on the assist by Payton. Payton's got 3 assists tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Crabbe kicks to Russell. A floater, and it's LeVert missing.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And so it's Orlando holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, you all have played at a high level so far. What has worked for you?
We're just sticking to the game plan. Our coaches really drew up something good for us. They wrote it out, and we're sticking to it, and we're executing very well.
Yeah, that's obvious the way you all have played. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at DJ in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, the kind of leadership he provides, the pinpoint passing, we saw it all there on display in that first half.
Yeah, he enjoys teeing his guys up. I know you like that one, partner. You and I both like to hit that white ball a little bit, but he knows it's important to share the wealth out there.
No doubt about it. And you know what? Did you bring your clubs, Clark?
Yeah.
Let me check and see if I can get us a tee time tomorrow morning.
All righty.
Peyton is out there with Wells. Then it's DJ. Then there's Gordon. And it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel.
Love the fire, intensity that DJ plays with on offense. Feels like nobody can guard him. Getting to any spot on the floor with ease, he makes it look simple.
Here's Jones following the basket by DJ. Here's the 3. And it's LeVert missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And over the course of the Nets franchise history, some interesting decisions. I mean, back in the 90s, they came very close to changing the team name to the Swamp Dragons. I think I'm just going to leave that one right there.
And DJ throws it down.
Love the confidence on the drive. DJ is great at finding holes in the defense and then attacking them.
Nets trail by 17. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Going up, Clark, you were Mr. Basketball USA, a national ranking. Be truthful. How dominant were you in high school in Cleveland, Ohio?
I was a really good high school player, considered one of the top 2 or 3 in the country in 1979, which was actually perhaps the best high school class ever, documented by many who follow the game: Isaiah Thomas and Sam Bowie, James Worthy, Ralph Sampson, Dale Ellis, Terry Cummings, Dominique Wilkins. I could go on and on. A terrific class, and I was considered at the top of that class as a high school.
And DJ throws it down.
And DJ doesn't take chances this close to the basket. When he's in this deep, he's focusing on one thing: posterizing you.
Nets trail by 17. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Russell passes to Jones. Vucevic with the block. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
For Orlando, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Allen's checked in for Terrence Jones. And Krebs subbed in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, DJ. So it's Brooklyn now. Now, here is Russell. Lopez a screen. Vucevic with the block.
And you know, with Vucevic, as is the case with all shot blockers, it's about timing. And how can you bait that shooter into shooting a shot that you know you can block?
Now here's Ross. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Clock at 6. Now here's DJ. He's tightly guarded.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
To the left side wing. Here's Rogers. They grab their own miss. Vucevic with the bucket.
It's obvious down in the paint is where Vucevic is most comfortable, just utilizing his size and strength against anybody who tries to defend him.
Now the feed to Allen. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And stolen by Fournier. And here they come. Elbow shot is on the way. Up again, and the rebound goes to Lopez. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. The offensive rebound. Magic leading by 22. Fournier dishes to DJ. Good D by Lopez. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Crabbe kicks to Allen. Lopez a screen. It's Allen with the drive. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. That one on Vucevic. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
That free throw missing for the Magic. Jonathan Simmons comes in for Terrence Ross, and Wells is subbed in for Fournier. And the Nets making a change here as well. Carroll's checked in. Now here's DJ. 23 points in the game. Magic moving the ball around. Rogers against Len. Pass to Wells. Shot clock at 6. DJ kicks to Vucevic, and the layup falls. Vucevic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
There's the screen. The Nets have gone 7 of 11 from the line. And he makes the first. And Orlando making a change here. Payton's checked in. LeVert's checked in for the Nets. And Allen drops them both. Orlando leading by 22. Payton kicks to DJ. To the inside. And it's Vucevic missing. Great D that time from Payton. Simmons. The shot missing. DJ has been leading the charge for the Orlando Magic. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Magic shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Jamari Carroll is out there with Jones. Then it's Jeremy Lin. Then it's Alan Crabbe. And it's LeVert in at the 2 spot. Carroll passes to LeVert. Jones dishes to Crabbe. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. Hits it from 3-point range.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Simmons on the wing. And stolen by Crabbe. And stolen by DJ. Right wing. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Now, he's a little unpredictable, Wells is, but when he keeps his temper in check, he's really effective, and offensive firepower.
Clark, when you look back at all the coaching you received and all the coaches that you've covered, what allows a coach to have a team buy into what he wants to do?
I think there are a couple of things there, Kevin. One is authenticity, being who you are as a man and a coach. Whatever your personality is, whatever your hallmark pillars are as a coach, the things that you don't allow to be negotiated, staying true to that. but authenticity is huge. And then adaptability, being able to be flexible within your authenticity. Those things, to me, give you the most credibility as a coach and give you a chance to one, be enjoyable to play for and also successful.
And it's Gordon missing.
Excellent concentration from the D. Intimidated the shooter, bothered him, distracted him, and made him think twice as he went in for that layup.
Now here's Jones. Lynn kicks to Carroll. Goes up the baseline. And the Nets miss again. The Magic leading by 23. Isaac. The Magic again can't hit.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Wells with the steal. Kicks it to DJ.
And DJ has the ultimate respect of the defense when he's on the drive. I mean, when he attacks like this, he forces them to foul him.
Clark, when we talk about the importance of what a player can do, how important is it for a player to know what they cannot do?
Very important. Understanding who you are and what your skill set is and how that fits with your team, critically important. Not only knowing it, but then embracing your role within your particular limitations, skill set, and teamwork.
Two shots.
Free throw good, DJ.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Lopez, he's checked in for Brooklyn. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Jeremy Lin. And both free throws good for DJ. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Russell against Payton. LeVert the pass to Lopez. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home, extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And we all know Brook Lopez can score in the post, and he might be just as valuable working from the elbow and running in that pick and pop action.
DJ with it. Lopez is there.
Boy, I love the way Payton is always looking to swing the ball. I mean, he's constantly on the lookout for the ball reversal to help an open teammate get a shot.
Russell dishes to Lopez. Russell passes to LeVert. That's short off the rim. And Brook Lopez with the ability to face up and Greg post up.
High post or low. I mean, his passing and shooting ability give him that versatility. He is a load to handle for our defense.
Here's LeVert. 1:49 left in the game. There's the dish to Russell. Lopez, a screen on Payton. Shoots off the screen, and it's DJ with the rebound. DJ's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Payton kicks to DJ. Wells dishes to DJ. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And last season, one of the first where a coach was not let go during the regular season. A rarity, Clark, in the NBA. Do you think coaches get too much of the blame at times?
Yeah, I would agree with that, Kevin. It's a great responsibility and challenge to coach in the NBA, but more times than not, they do sometimes get an unfair share of the blame for what happens on the court.
No good on that one. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Biombo, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Terrence Ross comes in for Isaac. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Wells. And Rogers subbed in for Elfrid Payton.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Magic.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DJ.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
And good that time.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Well, hopefully they can ride this momentum into the next game because this one is done. Over. Fine.
Now, here is Russell following the miss by DJ. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Carroll. Inside, here's Lopez out to the right wing, dishes it to Crab. To the paint, here's Norman, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, good job firing the pass inside there. I mean, all his teammate had to do was catch and finish.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Owens, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Great game, DJ.
Thanks.
Listen, the guys in the studio want to talk to you.
Okay. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Right this way.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to catch up with our special postgame guest.
Hey, Shaq here. Congrats on the career high in points. You remind me of myself. You look great. How do you rank scoring on your list of achievements so far?
Shaq, it felt great, you know, and it's definitely a game that I won't be forgetting anytime soon. I'm just glad that I was able to have this kind of offensive impact in a game that we came out on top in.
Ernie, I asked the wrong question. He gave the right answer.
And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always our pleasure, although sometimes it's yours as well. For Kenny the Jet and Shaquille, Ernie Johnson, have a great night.
What's up, Brian? Said you have something for me?
I do indeed. Here you go.
Nice, man.
Hashtag cats. Hashtag hilarious. Hashtag why do they hate cucumbers?
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The fans are filling the seats in Orlando, the site of our broadcast, and where the Magic will be going up against the Utah Jazz. Well, for the Jazz, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they
We're in the place they call the Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida. It's the home of the Magic, where we are broadcasting our action live today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Doris Burke. And we've got David Aldridge on the sideline. The Magic again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. Still early in the season, but the front office and coaching staff likes what they are seeing from this team so far. Better winning percentage than last year.
And seeing where the Magic are, they played some good basketball this year. They have to consider this season to be a success in terms of where they are at this point.
Yeah, they're certainly in better shape than I thought they'd be at this stage of the season. And by now we know when they're at their best, they can compete with any team in the league.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Jazz, Hood and Ingles filling out the perimeter. Then it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Shepard in at the 4 slot. Just getting our feet wet here in the early season, but Doris, for the talented teams that aren't coming together yet, how long do you think before they have to make some adjustments?
Well, I certainly don't think you take any observation you've made in the first 20 of the games of the season and run with it. It's such a short span of time to evaluate. And again, you may be having players who are not 100% healthy or are not quite in NBA game shape yet because of whatever occurred in the offseason. So I would think decisions are not made in the NBA in terms of, okay, do we need to make a trade? Do we need to adjust starters versus those who are coming off the bench? What's our rotation? Who's getting what kind of minutes? I would certainly think the feeling out process is as long as 20 games. Listen, if you're a GM, you're always in observation mode, but I think in terms of decision making, boy, before 20 games, I don't think you know what you have.
5 on the clock. Here's Ingles, and it's blocked by Gordon. They recover it, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. On defense, Utah. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. They came in as the favorite, seemed to lose their confidence down the stretch, started to play tight, and let that one slip away.
Here's Hood, following the basket by DJ. Just 5 on the clock. Ingles with the ball. Now guarded by DJ. Utah the rebound. Rubio against Payton. And stolen by DJ. The finish, and DJ throws it down.
Boy, you get a chance to get behind the defense, and DJ makes his move, able to cash in on the break.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Here's Isaac. Ingles covering. Yes, that goes in. And the Jazz have been one of the more old-school franchises. Pounded inside, grind out victories. They're still a tough defensive team, but Doris, Coach Quinn Snyder is receptive to a wide-open style of play.
Right. Quinn wants them to play with pace, look for easy opportunities. He also likes power forwards who can stretch the floor. He understands that's the way the league is going, and he's on board with it.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Picked his pocket. The feed to DJ. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. DJ's got 6 points.
I'll tell you, he's got a good grasp of low-post offense. DJ doing work in the interior.
Ingles up top. There's the 3. And that one is off. And Orlando the other way now. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
Now, here's Rubio. 14 points from him the last game against Denver.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Gordon. Ross comes in for Isaac. Fournier's checked in for Wells. And Rogers subbed in for Payton. Rogers against Joseph. Rogers passes to DJ. Here's Vucevic. The rebound by the Jazz.
Man, look at how well the defense does to cut his path to the basket. Comes up empty on what might have been an easy play.
Here's Mitchell to the paint. Shot clock at 6. Gobert dishes to Joseph. Launches a 3. And it's DJ with the rebound. Magic leading by 4. Pass to Rogers. Picked by Vucevic. Good on the three-point shot. Rogers has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And Gobert kicks to Joseph. Gobert, the screen. There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And here is Joseph. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver. And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way. Rogers can't make the basket. Jazz trail by 7. Now here's Burks. There's the pass to Mitchell. Tries to snap the cold streak, but they recover it.
You just have to love that grit and effort on the glass. No problems battling for the basketball.
And so it's Orlando, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. All right, the second quarter. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And the Jazz with some changes. Utah's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Utah, Joe Ingles is out there with Rodney Hood. Then it's Corey Joseph. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Shepard in at the 5 spot. There's a good screen. Here's Joseph. Another miss by Utah. Magic have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And Corey Joseph, a terrific two-way player, Doris, at the combo guard.
Kev, he's got great pedigree. Remember, he began his career in San Antonio under the great Greg Popovich. This guy's a physical, mobile defender who will guard either the 1 or the 2.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Nets was outstanding. He scored 32 points, and there weren't too many shots that didn't fall. He was efficient from the field. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Okay, David, no doubt he'll have the defense focused on him here after that stunning game last time out.
You better believe it. He'll be looking at double teams, guys up in his jersey all game long.
I think that's the way this guy likes it. He wants a challenge. It makes him more focused, more determined to show what a force he can be.
They set the pick. Rubio against Payton. Rubio the pass to Joseph. Over Wells. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And the Jazz lead by 2.
And, you know, he's not usually the guy to break out the crossover. Worked for him that time, but I'm not sure I would be doing that consistently.
Boy, a little bounce in his step on that possession. DJ driving to the cup and playing with purpose.
And Joseph kicks to Ingles. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Hood. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
I think given his size, Rodney Hood can be very efficient on the interior. This guy feels at home in the paint.
And the Jazz making a change here. Gobert's checked in. And Rodney Hood played 1 season at Mississippi State, then transferred, played another season at Duke. A good floor spacer, Greg, at 6'8".
You know, it's his in-between game that impresses me. Able to beat his man off the dribble. He can hit that little pull-up or drop it off to a teammate. This guy continues to improve.
For Orlando, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Free throw good, DJ.
And guys, with DJ, you can see his appreciation for the game, right? And for the work it took to get here. He doesn't take anything for granted. I love it.
And both free throws good for DJ. Jazz have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. 36 seconds left to play in the first half. Rubio dishes to Hood. 5 on the clock. Gobert with a screen for Hood. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Orlando trailing here.
And this is where you milk the clock.
Absolutely. You use as much of that ticker as you can. That's just good offense.
And Rubio kicks to Joseph. Shoots over Wells. That's good from Joseph on the assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 6 assists here tonight. Shoots it. And no good trying to get that one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. DJ really making a difference here.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
We've got Gordon. Wells is out there with Alfred Payton. Then it's DJ, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Here's Rubio. Utah the rebound. Nice shot by Gobert.
Boy, the length of Rudy Gobert is awe-inspiring. This guy's so good on the offensive backboards.
Doris, with defensive rules now allowing teams to play a sort of soft zone, does that make it easier to hide bad defensive players on your team?
Well, it certainly gives you one avenue. I don't think you can play zone in the NBA for any extended periods because the coaching is too good and the skill level of the players would destroy a zone if you gave a steady diet of it. I do believe, however, that hiding a defensive weakness comes down to personnel. How many can you hide on one particular floor? Somebody's going to get exposed somewhere if there's too many.
No doubt. Gobert, the screen. Gobert with a screen for Ingles. Gobert, the screen. And again, it's Utah.
Boy, excellent team basketball. Use the screen to free himself up and drill the jump shot.
DJ with it. Now defended by Gobert. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for Orlando.
And clearly, this is a squad that makes its living in the paint. Very few teams are as determined to get the ball inside as much as they are. They aren't going to settle for jump shots. They're going to continue to pound it down low.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Vucevic. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Utah leading by 3. Here's Mitchell. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. In third, the Jazz.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
That's good from Exum. And the Utah Jazz back in 2014, the worst defensive team in the league by points per possession. Greg, it's been a dramatic turnaround.
One of the premier defensive teams now in our league in terms of their imposing paint presence. Not a team that gambles for steals or deflections. They keep you in front and force you to play over the top.
Here's McDermott. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Boy, too much traffic in the lane. Very difficult finish with the defense draped all over him.
Quick shot there, and it's off target.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Ross with the steal. Passes it to DJ. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Alec Burks.
Boy, some strong arm work inside gets DJ to the line. Good to see him getting physical in the low box.
He's been getting to the line, made 6 of his 8 tries.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
He's off on the second. Jazz leading by 3. Ross with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. And Ross with the slam.
We call that making it quick work, Kevin. A chance to start the break, and they take it. Ross is hard to slow down.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Here's Mitchell. He's guarded by Fournier. Exum with it. Clock at 6. It's tipped.
Gentlemen, DJ diving into the classics, knocking twice on the pipes on that rejection.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? You took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
And Gobert kicks to Exum. Gobert with a screen on Rodgers. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gobert the screen. Here's Mitchell. Another miss by Utah. Magic have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Pass to Rodgers. DJ kicks to Fournier. He dishes it to DJ. Stolen by Exum. And now the fast break. Exum with the ball. Burks' shot is good.
Well, how about the outstanding vision from the crafty point guard, Dante Exum, seeing the floor beautifully.
Kicks to Fournier. Now, here's DJ. Guarded closely. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. DJ really making a difference here.
Oh, he's flat giving it to him right now, and this timeout is critical if they're going to stop his momentum. I think you've got to make some major defensive adjustments.
Jonathan Simmons is checked in for the Magic. There's the pick. Feeds to Mitchell. Shoots a 3. No good there. So Orlando will take it the other way. Rodgers passes to DJ. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. For the Magic, Isaac comes in for Terrence Ross. And Wells is subbed in for Rodgers. Joe Ingles is checked in for the Jazz. Hood comes in for Dante Exum. Utah's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Gobert the screen. And stolen by DJ. Here's Wells. Finished off the break. And now a 3-point Magic lead.
And it's just encouraging to watch Wells come up with the steal there. Definitely an area of his game that he continues to work on.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The pass to Shepard. He feeds it to Ingles. The dish now to Joseph. 6 on the shot clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting a hand in there and knocking it out.
You love that they're making their presence felt on the defensive end. You can't afford to be careless with this team.
There's 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. 4 on the clock. That one wide left. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Magic as they end the third quarter with a 13-5 run. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Quinn Snyder.
Everybody keep shooting the ball. All right? Jumpers will go. All right? They come in flurries. You miss it.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Hood and Ingles filling out the perimeter. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Shepard in at the four-man position. Now Joseph dishes to Gobert. Gobert the screen. Hood for three. Drains the three-pointer. Hood's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Utah.
Quick trigger from Rodney Hood. He takes no time getting the shot off after the catch.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Utah trailing here. And here is Joseph. He kicks to Ingles. Gobert the screen. Gobert with a screen for Ingles. With the teardrop, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
He's off on the first. The Magic making a switch here. Payton's checked in. That's off as well, so he misses both. The Magic shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And there's the feed to DJ. That's good, and it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 3 assists tonight.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Ingles dishes to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. On the wing, Ingles. Just 5 to shoot. And it's blocked.
You got to be careful around Isaac. His length is a problem for the opposition. He stifles shooters with that reach. He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Now here's Joseph. There's a screen. Gobert the screen. Here's Ingles. From deep. Kept alive. Joseph has an open look. Another miss by Utah.
The defense lost him there, and he should have made him pay.
No good on the shot in close from DJ. Jazz trail by 4. Hood kicks to Joseph. Hood setting the pick for Joseph. Gobert the pass to Ingles. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Boy, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And if you're sensing a concern, best thing you can do is call timeout.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. You've got to get this game under control. I think he sees some adjustments he can make.
And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, DJ.
And when a player scores over half his team's points, you know he's going to be our pick. Even when he's been the exclusive focus of the defense, they just haven't been able to keep him in check. A tremendous individual effort.
A different look for Utah. Mitchell, he's checked in for Hood, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Corey Joseph. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Isaac. He dishes it to Wells. Kicks it to Payton. Pass to DJ. And no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Shepard, and they're unable to get the tying basket there. Second shot opportunity. Gobert with the block.
An intimidating force who continues to wipe away shots with ease. Go to work, Rudy Gobert.
Payton with the ball. DJ with it. Now defended by Gobert. Wells kicks to Payton. Pass to DJ. Pass to Isaac. He gets stolen by Ingles. Jumps up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Yeah, a big change of possession in a tight ball game. We'll see if they've seized the momentum.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that narrows the gap to 1. Jazz have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And stolen by DJ. And here they go. Jumps up. And DJ throws it down.
That is a game changer. How great to have a player like DJ with so much confidence in a critical spot.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Back to Gobert. It's good.
Fearless, decisive, on point.
Which is exactly what you have to be, especially when your team needs a bucket.
Now, here's DJ. He's guarded closely. Payton kicks to DJ. Pass to Isaac. DJ dishes to Payton. Clock at 6. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Mitchell. Shoots over Wells. Gobert the pass to Rubio. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Mitchell kicks to Rubio. A second chance effort. Nails it!
Oh, this guy's typically a setup man here, but he rises to the challenge. Beautifully done by Rubio.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They trail by 3. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul, or go for the home run.
Well, you've got to be smart regardless of what you choose to do. You shouldn't just heave the 3 if it's not there. Let's see what happens.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Boy, now it's just a matter of getting to that final whistle. Those free throws should wrap this up.
It's in!
I'll tell you, he's just too hard to handle inside. Even with someone draped all over him, DJ finds a way to score.
Utah calls timeout. They're in front by 3. 3 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Now, this is one of the most talked about international players ever, and I think Rubio just needs to stay healthy and keep working on that shot.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Hey, you got your numbers at least?
Man, I don't care about the numbers. I wanted that W.
That's where you got it wrong. I mean, we all want the win, yeah. But don't get down on your numbers, son. Boo-boo, tell them how I approach it. GTS. Get those stats, bro.
Listen to the man. Are y'all serious right now? That's actually your advice to me? Get those stats?
GTS, fam.
Y'all crazy.
Man, get those stats. How I see it, I'm here to get my numbers. If I don't, the team won't win. If I get my nut and we still don't win, that's on y'all. I did my part. What you laughing at? I'm serious.
I know. That's why it's funny.
But if it was funny, Boo-Boo would be laughing too.
And I ain't laughing, bro.
He ain't laughing.
Miss me with that GTS stuff.
I wasn't like that when I was a rookie.
You was like that a little bit, yeah.
First guy is Al Harrington. Look at this ruby card from the clutch closer set and tell me he wouldn't fit into your lineup as a stretch four.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they're up over the 500 mark so far at 3-2 on the young season. A decent enough
The Cavaliers coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter David Aldridge. Taking a look at Orlando, this is a team showing a better record this year over last. This was their goal, and it's coming to fruition so far.
And right now for the Magic, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
What a difference a season can make. These guys clearly believe in one another and found a way to turn things around and become a respectable team this season.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, the two stars, LeBron and Love, making up the forward positions. Thomas is out there with Allen, and it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And both teams are pretty loaded in the front court. Chris, that was your neck of the woods, wasn't it? What's it like in there for the big fellas?
Oh, man, they're going to need a lot of ointment after this game. It's going to be a lot of banging. You're going to be sore. You got to bring your big boy hat. No tears. Don't cry to the ref. Just get ready to wrestle. Let's just manhandle each other. Let's have some fun inside.
I bet you were sore after many games, weren't you, with all the contact inside that lane?
Oh, man, can you imagine taking an elbow from a Mutombo or a Shaq right in your sternum? Yeah, you come home and you look at your body sometime, you're like, what is this on me? So it's really physical in there, a lot of stuff that the fans kind of don't see, but you got to love it. You got to be ready for it every night. But LeBron James can do everything on a basketball court. It's his passing that's always stood out to me. His vision at his size, I mean, historically great.
And you lump in LeBron with Magic Johnson and Larry Bird when you talk about players 6'8", 6'9", who can control a game, Chris, simply with their passing.
Oh, yeah, and don't forget about yours truly, but he can pick you apart. He sees over the top of defenses, and he throws bullet passes that leave the defense no time to recover.
Yeah, what a nice play. Just a coaster-coaster by himself off of that steal.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment.
And DJ is tenacious on the drive, exceptional at getting speed behind him and soaring for the slam.
Thomas passes to James. No good that time. The Magic go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, their last outing was a rough one. Have to be careful of falling in love with that three.
Yeah, it looks good when it's going in, but they definitely force some. Overall, pretty inaccurate from out there.
The Magic shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Cleveland.
And when DJ isn't grooving off the court to his tunes, he's locked in on the floor. A special player with a fantastic skill set.
Now here's Crowder. Allen kicks to Thomas for three, and another three for Cleveland.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. It's the first matchup of the season against this team, and he knows that they have great shot blocking. But he did say we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Put the bigs in high pick-and-roll situations and shoot the jumper with confidence. They feel that's the key, Kevin.
David, thanks. Sounds like he's prepped his guys on how to handle this opposing defense.
And no surprise there, because they're facing a team that can win games with its defense. They are an aggressive bunch from the start.
Well, look, you can play with pace, you can play with speed, and still be patient. And that's what this team is going to have to do against this aggressive D. They can't force things. They've got to play smart and in control.
Orlando, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
You better keep DJ away from the basket. He's adept at getting deep in the paint and finishing with force.
LeBron with it. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Now here's LeBron. Love with the screen for James. Lock at 6. High post shot. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Love's got 5 now.
I admire the quickness. Love's catch and shoot Jay is instant. Out of his hands in a second's notice.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. This their first chance this season playing the... Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And Tyronn Lue thrown right into the fire as the head coach of the Cavaliers, and he led them to a title in his rookie year as a head coach.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind, but he's so organized. He knew the changes he wanted to make. Coming in and leading a championship team, he was up for the task.
Simmons is out there with Alan Williams. Then there's Rogers, then it's DJ, and it's Fournier in at the 2 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now, here's DJ. Following the miss by Tony Allen. Here's Williams, up and in, off to an efficient start, 2 for 3 from the field.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Allen dishes to Thompson. And Thomas has it in the corner. Back to Thompson. The 3. That doesn't go either for Allen. Orlando leading by 3. Pass to Rogers. DJ with it. It's up against Thompson. And it's DJ missing. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The Magic have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Thompson with the rebound.
He keeps battling, but so far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
Allen passes to Thomas. Williams with the block. And the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on the block, but also got the body, so some free throws coming up right now. And Isaiah Thomas, phenomenal in the pick and roll game.
Well, he's one of the best isolation scorers in the league. It's almost impossible to keep him in front of you because he has so many ways to score. He has a low center of gravity. He's quick, and he's not afraid of contact.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Alan Williams. Isaac comes in for Jonathan Simmons. Wells, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Peyton in for Rogers. And the layup's good off the glass. 14 points for DJ.
But that lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting like he has so far.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Jazz had a huge game. He ended with 28 points, and boy, was he active on defense. He had steals and blocks on that side of the ball. He performed really well, and I could see his role expanding if he continues to make that kind of impact, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Oh, yeah. Once he got them on the ropes, he never let them off the hook. It was full-speed energy basketball at his greatest.
Here's LeBron near the three-point line. It's Thomas. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Orlando leading by 4 from 13. And off the front iron, and in it goes. DJ's got 6 points in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
It's a pick by Love. Thompson, a screen on Peyton. Love outside. Feeds it to LeBron. Takes it from 10. He can't get that one. The Magic go the other way with it. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one. That will kick off a 6-game road trip for the team. And the Cavaliers making a change here. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the half. The screen from Thompson. Shoots off the screen. That one a little long.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that. When he gets the separation he needs, I know he would love to have that one back.
Love outside. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. That's now 8 points for Kevin Love.
Well, this is why Love is so effective. A big man with the gorgeous shot from distance.
And he just seemed to have a little more fire in the first quarter than he has in this one. And it showed in all the trips he made to the free throw line. Those have dried up.
For Orlando, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. No good on that one. And he's good on the second. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And here's Rose. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver. With 2 seconds left, here's LeBron. And the layup's good off the glass. LeBron's got 6.
You can't contain James when he's close to the rim. He's too powerful in the paint.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Magic lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
Oh, yeah, and in the first half, he was not only changing shots, he was sending them back into the crowd.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. Tony Allen is out there with Isaiah Thomas, and it's ZZIC in at the 5. And, of course, NBA players have all reached this pinnacle through dedication, through very hard work. Chris, can you talk about the hard work and effort that goes into playing and succeeding at this NBA level?
Well, if you're in high school or middle school, when your friends are at the movies, you're on the basketball court. When your friends are hanging out at a party, you're at the basketball court. When your friends and his family on vacation, you're at the basketball court. I don't think many people understand the dedication. You know, for many guys, it's more than 4 hours a day in the gym. And a lot of that is just sitting in the gym, just smelling the gym. You know, of course you're going to work out, of course you're going to shoot, but it's everything basketball. You know, on my wall, I had Dominique, Magic, Bird. I had all these guys, Isaiah, cut out magazines, and I would put their pictures on my wall and work out and do push-ups looking at them. And I would know their moves. I would know everything. You know, I remember Kenny Smith after his dunk contest. He stood at the free throw line and threw the ball between his legs, threw it off the backboard and dunked. I went in the backyard in Detroit, shoveled the snow, and we worked on that dunk all night, freezing. I mean, you have to love it. So, you know, when you love something, my father taught me it's not work. And so you got to start with the love, and then all the other work and dedication is just part of the journey.
I love the message, but boy, I like that Kenny Smith story. That is a great, great story. Thomas kicks to Love. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Love's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Cleveland. For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM, and he even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's Thomas following the basket by DJ. A nice shot by LeBron.
At the defensive end, they've lost some of their focus since halftime.
The Magic trail by 4.
Well, how about Isaiah Thomas making his second All-Star game last season? I mean, many people felt he should have been a starter. The fan vote ended up early and giving it to Kyrie Irving and DeMar DeRozan instead, but terrific season for Isaiah Thomas.
The Magic have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. And Thomas last season setting career highs in scoring and efficiency, Chris.
Oh, well, he took his play to a new level. Only 5'9", but you can't measure the size of his heart.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Williams. Now here's James. 12 points for him. Off target from outside. Passes it to DJ. Banked in off the glass. DJ's got 10 points in just the second half.
Oh, when DJ gets a few to drop, you know he's in the zone. Gotta like watching him find his rhythm.
Outside Rose. In the corner, Crowder with it. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. Baseline J on the way, and he gets it again. Shot good from DJ. DJ's got 29 in the game. There's the dish to James. Right block shot, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
The Magic trail by 3. DJ dishes to Ross. He's feeling it. And it's DJ missing. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Osman. He's guarded by Fournier.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And that one's good. DJ. DJ's got 31.
Oh, he has been dominant on offense. Who knows where they'd be in this game without his efforts?
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thompson sets the pick for James. And it's DJ with the rebound. DJ's got 4 rebounds in this game. Fournier passes to DJ. Ross on the wing. Vucevic setting the pick for Ross. And Fournier kicks to DJ. Good work defensively by Crowder. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Cavaliers on top, up by 3. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And meanwhile, Frank Vogel talking to his team.
We got to get early strikes, guys. Push the tempo. Push the tempo. Here we go.
Frank Vogel moments ago hoping his offense can get better shots by transitioning faster down the floor.
Yeah, if they can get into their flow before the defense gets set, points could be a lot easier to come by.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. We've got Isaac, DJ out there with Vucevic. Then it's Simmons. And it's Peyton in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. Orlando making some changes. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for DJ. And Wells is subbed in for Jonathan Simmons. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Kevin Love's checked in for Crowder. The Magic. DJ is checked in for Vucevic. Now, here's Thomas. He kicks to Love. The screen from Thompson. James outside. Shot clock at 5. And that one off the back of the rim and in. LeBron's got 4 this quarter.
Well, James is just a versatile scorer. When he's feeling it, get out of the way and let him do his thing.
DJ dishes to Wells. Gordon with the screen for Wells. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from DJ. Cleveland's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. There's the screen. The screen from Thompson. Rose double-teamed. And Chris, the Sacramento teams you were on were so good at passing at every position. Just what is needed to build a kind of offense that does pass the ball like that, that's as fluid as that?
Well, 2 things. You have to have the offensive system, and then I think you have to have players with the skill set. You know, you can't really be a good passer if you're not a good scorer, because everybody's just going to stay back off of you and deny their man. But when you're a pretty good scorer, everyone has to watch you just as much as they watch their man, because you're just as much of a threat with the ball as you are passing. So I would say there we had guys that really could move the ball, that really could shoot the ball, so they were a threat. And all they had to do was be kind of a decoy. Pump fake, attack the basket, draw another guy, and then pass it to a guy that's willing to shoot. Unselfishness is a big trait, too, that you have to have. Guys that like seeing their teammates score, guys that enjoy seeing their other players get involved into a game. That's really important.
Wow, what a great breakdown. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to 9 in the bucket from DJ.
Well, you can't let DJ get comfortable down on the block. He's superb at reading the defense and cashing in deep inside.
Here's Thomas. It's hauled in by the Magic. And DJ throws it down.
DJ plays with a lot of confidence. When he's slashing to the rim, he's looking to get all the way to the cup.
Outside Thomas. James sets the screen for Thomas. Pass to Love. The feed to Allen. Cleveland moving it around. Thomas against Payton. Kicks it out to Love. Over Gordon. Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Look, Thompson's getting after it. A highly skilled offensive rebounder who crashes with power.
Payton passes to DJ. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. 43 points for DJ.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Wells kicks to DJ. It's hauled in by LeBron. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end. Kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Tough one tonight, DJ One Love.
Not for me, though. Did you see the way I played out there, bro?
Wait a minute. Basketball is a team sport, bro. Teams win championships. Me's win scoring titles.
All right, well, how about we do both then?
All right, I feel you, young blood. I like that.
The key with finding these players for a
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my partners, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Orlando Magic. Checking out the Magic, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year they split the season series at a game apiece.
PG.
What's up, DJ?
Yo, let's paint the town tonight, baby.
I can't, man. I got moms and pops in town. I'm gonna take them out to eat. I'm gonna be a little busy, but I can tell you where the spot's gonna be at.
All right, yeah, I understand that, man.
Food is banging. You'll love it.
Yeah, what spot?
It's Country Kitchen.
Oh.
Country Kitchen? Oh, that's where you telling him to go tonight? Hey, we still on for our spot, right?
We there. I got the table set up.
Hold up. I thought Mom and Pops was in town.
We go back, Rook. It ain't nothing personal.
Yeah, it's all good. Hey, 9 o'clock
9
sharp,
o'clock.
right?
Don't be late, bro.
Baby.
Bet.
All right.
The Magic are out of Orlando and now, before we get to the tip-off.
Well, guys, he told me that today is all about setting the tone for the rest of the season series with this team. He said they're going to be a tough opponent for us every time we see them, and we've got to let them know right now, today, that we're going to be just as tough for them. We'll find out, indeed, if they can set the right...
Thank you, David. Hey, getting some early returns on the season, Brent, for top teams that are already looking great. How early is too early to start thinking about things like home court advantage?
Well, it's kind of like Christmas, Kevin. It's never too early to start thinking about the home court advantage. You know, and a lot of veteran teams would tell you that they're not concerned about whether their game would travel come playoff time. But home court advantage is something that they would all like to have, trust me.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Alfred Payton is out there with Wells. Then it's DJ. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. Here are the Magic now. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
I mean, frustrating when missed free throws become contagious. Really the Achilles heel in that one.
Yeah, you tried to put up these scoring runs, and it hurts when you all of a sudden just give away free points from the free throw line.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. The Magic getting the bucket. Here's Westbrook. Offensive rebound. Here's Cantor. Gordon with the defensive effort. Oklahoma City on D. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And, you know, it wasn't just that they got stops, it was the way they got stops. Rejection after rejection.
Yeah, after a while, it just felt like they were demoralizing the opponent. It affected them mentally, and they took advantage.
Here's Abrinas. He had 10 points in the win against Boston. Payton against Westbrook. Good on the shot.
Again, using his frame and size right there, Westbrook, one of the strongest finishers we have in the game.
Fires from the wing. The Thunder pull it in, and this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
Yeah, even when it comes to matchups where it looks like one side should be the clear favorite, those brief 2-game series often end 1-1. A lot of people look at Russell and think you roll the ball out, and with his athleticism and tenaciousness, he just takes it over. But the guy hits the film room. I mean, he studies up. He wants to know about his opponent. He wants to get better as a performer, get more consistent. So there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes with Russell Westbrook.
The first one falls. And for Westbrook, in his watching of film, he isn't looking for what he's doing on the floor. Granny says he's gaining an understanding for everyone else.
I think that kind of approach is pretty heady, don't you, Kevin? The fact that Russell not only wants to improve himself, he wants to have a better understanding of every aspect of the game. That's his decision-making. That's where his teammates are finding success on the floor. Defensively, how teams are matching up with him. That's a lot to take in on top of the responsibilities he already has for this Oklahoma City team.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Payne kicks to George. He dishes it to Westbrook. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Westbrook's got 6.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
And it's DJ missing.
Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
Here's Payne. Rebounded by Isaac.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
Here's Isaac. Orlando moving the ball around. Paul George with the steal. The 17-footer off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And hustle Payne off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleash chaos moment. The Thunder leading by 3. And a bit of a bittersweet question for you, Brent. We know you spent so many years with the Sonics who eventually were uprooted and...
Oh, yes, sir. You got your scorecard out, Kevin. That might be a 50, or are we going 100 or 1,000? Westbrook with a unique combination of power and athleticism.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Cavaliers was phenomenal. He had 43 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
And the great players are never satisfied. We'll see what he does in the next one.
It's good. And 12 points for Russell Westbrook.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here is Mason. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Got a piece of it.
That block right there, all about persistence. DJ staying with his man and playing terrific high-energy D.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
We've seen the shift in offensive strategy, Brent. More threes, more spacing, better flow, opening up driving lanes and opportunities to make at least one quick move to the basket. What have defenses been doing on the other side, trying to counteract those trends?
I think the biggest trend that you see, Kevin, is the switching defenses. So many rosters now constructed of guys who have the ability to get off of a screen and to pick up a perimeter player. And that's not for 24 seconds, but 5 or 6 seconds being able to contain dribble penetration and challenge deep threes. So the switching aspect of NBA defense, that is a trend.
Outside Westbrook. Cantor, the pass to Mason. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Elfrid Payton.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Thunder shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good. Paul George, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. And Mason drops them both.
Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
The Magic trail by 3. Kicks it to DJ. Dishes it to Gordon. Shoots over Payne. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by DJ. Gordon's got his first basket of the night. There's a minute 34 left now here in the second. Now Mason, there's a screen by Cantor. Shot off the pick. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. DJ with it. Now guarded by Payne. Gordon. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
The Magic have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. 1:15 left to play in the first half. Mason dishes to Westbrook. Rebound by the Magic. Gordon's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The offensive rebound. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10.
That's a very alert play. DJ getting position inside, knowing he has a chance to get some easy points if he collects the offensive rebound.
Westbrook missing again.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down. And a lot of noise coming from these fans after that call was made.
Catching up on the and a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Thunder lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Another quick start here in this first half. What has been the key the last few games?
Oh, D.A., you know, my teammates have done a great job of getting me in a rhythm early on in the game. If I get a few touches early on, you know, I feel more engaged, and it builds from there. I mean, this whole team does a great job of believing in one another and setting each other up for success.
Well, so far, so good tonight. Thanks. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game. He has been everywhere.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
Well, we saw that in the first half, and he's constantly on the move and slipping behind the eyes of the defense to work closer to the rim.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Magic, we've got Isaac, Gordon out there with DJ. Then there's Payton, and it's Wells in at the 2.
Now, he's a smooth operator in the paint, and DJ making the most of the high percentage shot in tight.
Westbrook kicks to George. Fires the 3. Westbrook missing again.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Feeds it to DJ. Here's Isaac from deep. Drops in the tray. And it's a 3-point Magic lead.
And you just can't let Isaac get that much room to shoot it from deep. He's a very consistent 3-point shooter with a fluid shooting form.
Westbrook against Payton. And that one's good. Westbrook's got 21.
Well, getting dangerous for the defense now. Russell Westbrook playing right now at ludicrous speed. All these points flowing.
And you watch the way Westbrook plays fearlessly, how he has the attitude of Brent, someone much smaller than him.
Well, it's that athleticism that intimidates, Kevin, quite frankly. You hear a lot of players who went through this huge growth spurt to make them elite. That's exactly what happened to Russell Westbrook, going from about 5'8" to 6'3" in a hurry. But to have that kind of bullish mentality as a point guard in this league against that kind of size, that's impressive stuff.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in. Orlando also making some changes. Alan Williams, he's checked in for Gordon. Evan Fournier comes in for Wells. And Rogers subbed in for Payton. Westbrook passes to Payne and stolen by Williams. Now here's DJ. He's covered closely. Westbrook against Rogers. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Adams, some nice D.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Rogers against Westbrook. Pass to Adams. Screen by Adams. Westbrook wide open. He fires. And it's Westbrook again missing.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see. The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time he chose wisely.
The Thunder with another miss.
Yeah, tough with his shot so far off right now. They're going to have to tap someone else to step up until he finds it.
Pass to Rogers. There's the feed to DJ. Fournier gets a wide open look, and the 3-ball is good. Fournier's got 5.
The pass shows you the tremendous feel that DJ has. The D has no idea he could thread the ball through there.
Brent, all things being equal, do you like the idea of sending everyone to the defensive glass to avoid giving away second chance points, or do you like leaking a guy or two out in transition, hoping for the best?
I don't think the leak out is a good idea at all, Kevin. You got to have 5 guys attentive to any possession. Most coaches in the NBA will tell you that a possession is not a stop until you collect the defensive rebound.
The pass to Abrinas. The steal. And now Orlando on the break. Wide open look. The shot's good from Fournier. And now a 9-point Magic lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Westbrook dishes to George. Hits it from 3-point range. 7 points in the game.
And there's never been any question about George's 3-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate.
Westbrook double team. Here we go, all alone. Goes up, and DJ throws it down.
Maximizing every chance on the offensive end. DJ is the man on a mission tonight.
Westbrook kicks to Adams. Screen by Adams. Abrinas the pass to George. Here's Abrinas. He's guarded by Fournier. Shot clock at 6. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Adams.
Well, great efficiency on the inside from Steven Adams. Rarely does he take a bad shot.
The dish now to DJ. A 3-ball. Off target. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Trailing to start the quarter, they battled hard and pulled off a tremendous comeback. Now enjoying the lead. Right back after this break. And meanwhile, Frank Vogel talking to his team.
Okay, our offense will come and go. Okay, our defense has got to be the constant. Okay, we keep getting stops. The way we score the basketball, okay, this will be our game.
Frank Vogel driving home the idea that and Oklahoma City making a change here. Siakam's checked in. DJ is checked in for the Magic. The dynamic tandem of Westbrook and George, the backcourt. Patterson, the 4, with Canner in the middle. And it's Siakam in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's DJ missing. Thunder trailing by 11. Here's Westbrook. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Westbrook's got 23 points.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And DJ throws it down.
Man, once he gets down that lane, DJ is not going to go easy. He's going to finish with some strength.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. And George kicks to Westbrook. The shot's good on the assist by George. 26 points for Russell Westbrook.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
I really like the idea that his teammates are waiting until he's in great spots to finish off the possessions. Everything's working.
The shot, no good. The Magic go the other way with it. Stolen by Cantor. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. George with the ball.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
And that one, good. And the Magic lead by 10.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill. Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Offensive rebound.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backboard.
Westbrook dishes to George. They set the pick. Westbrook against Payton. Great D that time from Payton.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there. All night, they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 10. 1:29 left here in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, DJ.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
I don't know if they expected him to have this much of an impact, but the timing couldn't have been better. They dropped 2 straight leading into this one and did not want to lose 3 in a row. A different look for Oklahoma City. Payne, he's checked in for Patterson. And Alex Abrinas subbed in for Pascal Siakam. And a switcher also for Orlando. Isaac's checked in. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He told them not to hold back. He said, I want 100% effort out there. If you can't give it, I'll get you out. No time to rest. Let's get after it. Kevin, he needs everything they've got.
Thanks so much, David. And the first one drops.
And you know DJ's hearing that music in his head each and every time he's up there by himself on the free throw line.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Magic.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DJ.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Westbrook kicks to Payne. Passes it to Abrinas. There's a screen by Cantor. Abrinas the pass to Cantor. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
A skilled pick and roll player. Cantor has great sense of timing and the ability to convert.
DJ with it, working on Payne. Off target at the rim. Now here's Westbrook, and the foul called on DJ. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Congrats on the win. Now, you got it going offensively. How did you create looks for yourself against the defense?
Thanks so much. I tried to find the spaces and the gaps that they may be slow to cover. You know, when we have the ball moving around like the team did today, it's easy to stay in a rhythm and see plenty of shots. And tonight I was able to convert.
The ball really was moving. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you later.
What's up, Sammy?
What's up?
Hey, you were money tonight, bro.
Thanks, man.
DJ
Hey, don't even say it.
What?
Just hold on to it, brother.
DJ Money.